Hey, you give me your word. Your word is there. What is?
Sustainable development.
Okay, and I've given the answer.
Yes.
Guys, last time who have attended today, you are attending. Are you understanding what is that? Did you go through the book? Not good. Because one thing you have to ensure when you are coming from my class, it's a must that you must read and come. What? The notes. How much notes? Just check the pages. But it's there. How many pages? Just check. Right. Only one page. And you don't find time to read one page. Last year also I used to do the same. You remember? You were not there in the last year. Today onwards, every Thursday we are meeting. So Thursday and Wednesday night, you have to read all the notes that I am giving. One lecture prayer. So that when you are attending my lecture, you should not be, what is that? Discontinued energy. Tell me the last topic, what we have done. Development. Just read that answer, what I have given. Very good. That do anybody have a doubt in that? Armaya, you have to switch on your video, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did I give resource planning in a notebook?
Yes.
Given. Need for resource planning in India, not given. Resource planning in India, 3 stages, not given. So write that. Okay, there was one more. It's a resource planning in India. Then write 3 stage. You can write like this: first stage, second stage, and third stage. Now write only first stage, because we will be writing and then we'll go ahead with the second stage. Okay, before we start writing resource planning in India, at least somebody can tell me, looking at the book, I've given the meaning. Let's start with the third meaning of the word resource planning. Sorry, read, no problem. Okay, very good. Did I use the word judicious use anyway?
So judicious. They say no.
Very good. I might have explained planning. Are you doing planning in your life for your studies? Yes. So similarly, whatever resources we are having in our country, we need to go for which planning? Resource planning. What is that word planning here refers to? Thank you. What I was saying. Okay. So when we are saying the word resource planning, resource planning refers to the judicious, careful, and planned use of the resources. Now, why only India we have to study separate? Why? Okay.
Because of a population.
Population, very good. What is our good thing about the population?
That we have a more number of youth in our country.
Yeah, itna softly बोल रहा है. We have surpassed China. Everybody knows. Last year only India said we are the number 1. What? Populated country in the world. Can I say for resources? India has the highest quantity of resources. No, I can't say. That's highest because when resources are so less, but what is increasing every time? Population. If population increase, what also increases? Demands also increases. Can I say demand नहीं करने का आप चुपचाप बैठो? You demand? You face demand or not? You demand. To whom? You demand. Avantika, no, or Avanti.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi, what happened today? My dear, joined bit late.
Yeah,
Where were you?
connection problem.
Okay,
Wi-Fi.
next time start 10 minutes before.
Huh.
Okay, dear. Tell me why India must go for resource planning?
So that we can develop our country and make more buildings and become more developed and populate. I mean, we can use our population as an asset.
Population is an asset. Very good, very good. Because we always feel population is a burden. Is it a burden?
It
Not a
is
burden.
both a burden and it's a liability and asset. It can be both.
Very good. You know the difference between the word liability and asset? What is it? Yeah, Avanti. Avanti.
Liability means,
Yes, sir.
Yes, Armaya, go ahead. Liability
sir,
means
liability means anything which is you are responsible for that. It might be like a car is a liability, whereas a house is an asset. The value of the house increases day by day, whereas the value of the car decreases day by day.
both are good with economics, huh? Very good, very good. Avanti,
Yeah.
what's the difference, dear? Liability and an asset?
Asset means that it can be used in a good way so that we can better our country. But then liability means it could slow down the growth of our country.
Good. How about you guys? I say very simple. Liability means something which draws money out of your pocket. What is asset? Puts money more into your pocket. Correct? For you, your parents are spending good deal of, I can say money, good deal of expenditure. Can I call you guys as liability? Your liability.
Yes, now we are liability.
Then
But when we become 18 or when we get a job, we are the asset for the.
देखो बच्चा कितना क्लियर है 18 होते एसेट बन जाएगा वेरी गुड देखो आई ऑलवेज से स्टूडेंट्स आर द फ्यूचर ऑफ द कंट्री
Asset.
करेक्ट वी आर सेइंग एसेट इन फॉर्मिंग एसेट इन फॉर्मेशन अभी अब बच्चा who is just born and who is going to a senior junior whatever you say next 15 years he or she becomes a doctor. But can I call right from 9 years, sir, wo mere liye liability? No. We are giving them education, food, health, clothing, shelter. You invest in any funds, either gold or equities. Equities malum hai na? Stocks, mutual funds. It will give you returns, but which is the long-lasting returns? It is only you. Why it's only you? As long as you have completed your studies, as long as you are placed yourself in a better job, as long as you are very little bit rational, you know what is rational? Unwanted kharcha nahi karta rehta hai. Matured, acha? You understand mature? Good, yeah. Jahan kharcha hona chahiye wahan, jahan unwanted, kam kar. So we always feel that country like India, where the resources are becoming lesser and lesser, just because population is becoming higher and higher. So how do we match this? Very simple. Recycle, reuse. What else? So now we are having non-conventional. Can you name any non-conventional energy? Solar, wind, tidal, geothermal. ये सब कभी खत्म होगा? खत्म नहीं होगा ना? हाइड्रो ना और हाइडल बट वाटर का भी आजकल थोड़ा सा है ना गड़बड़ है So I always feel this resource planning in India has 3 stages. Each stage will tell you how you and me are going ahead. I mean, if I give you a task today, you have to make some planning to complete the task. What are you doing? Sir, I should be not only completing the task, but also I should be presentable. What does the word presentable means? If somebody has asked you, how did this task, will you be able to explain to him or her? I mean, normally 12 people are put for some practicals, science students. 70-30 ka ratio रहता है. You know what is 70? Theory and 30 is your practicals. 30 marks theory not only is standing in the lab and doing the experiment, but also it carries journal, presentation and external आता है बाहर से. And they cross question you. Do you think that is more dangerous than what you are going and writing in your exam hall? Yes. So external was very good. She was asking very difficult questions. Question paper में very difficult रहेगा तो क्या करेगा? छोड़ क्या आएगा? Okay. There, no sir, madam was asking. Out of 10, she gave me only 5. 30 का भी उनका division रहता है. So this is how I say resource planning you always do. And it is very specific for a country like India. Is it now understood, everyone? Right, stage number 1. Okay, what's the page number? 3, is it? Right now, stage number 1 or stage 1. Identification and inventory of resources. I was writing along this. Identification and inventory of resources. Some people call this word very funny, inventory. I'll be giving you, let me explain this. Is this what you understand? These 2 words. Identification you understand. What does identification mean? But that's a nice one. But how do you give me an example? Sir, whether it is coal, whether it is mineral, whether it is petroleum, whether it is granite, metal. Sir, when I identify the then I have to do inventory. What is the word inventory? Sir, इसका quantity देखना पड़ेगा, इसका quality देखना पड़ेगा. The quantity is minimum, quality is poor, but you are bringing a foreign technology. Is it feasible? Have you heard about the word feasible? What's the word feasible? Anybody? Come on. Feasible. Good. Affordable. We Mumbaikars and Navi Mumbaikars are good in bargaining. You guys do? Where you do bargaining? Avanti, you are good in bargaining?
Sorry?
Are you good in bargaining, dear?
No.
No, I don't think so. How about Arme?
No, sir.
नहीं करता है. अरे पापा मम्मी से तो करते रहता है. If you don't give me this, don't worry, I am not studying. If you don't give me this, sorry. ये करता है कि नहीं? Arme, who is it talking continuously? What happened? Who is it
Nothing, sir.
disturbing?
Nothing.
I cannot zoom my camera lens into the other part where you are looking.
No,
But
no,
I can
no, sir.
study your facial expression quickly. So it's so important to tell you do the inventory first. What is that inventory? Sir, is it I am putting my time, money, energy, is it worth it? I mean, till 9th, what you have invested, result have come, you are promoted to 10th. I mean, now whatever you are investing now, it will be 11th. Then sir, 8% is na mera admission seat close hoga. Then you remember kitna masti kya hai. 0.5% पे admission नहीं मिलता. Have you heard about? बच्चा रो के बोलते नहीं sir, best college का करना. So what is about inventory? Do a thorough research. Now I'm in 10th, 11th I need to go to that college. Check that college. How much they are charging? वो तो पापा fees pay करेंगे. How much they are closing the admission? How are the teachers? How is the environment? How is the overall setup? ये सब करते हैं. You never repent on getting an admission and paying the fees. My own student is getting admitted into one of the ICSE school. उसका पापा हमेशा मुझे फोन कर. Sir, I'm going to get admission in that school. What do you think, sir? How could I comment on the school? Is it? Since I'm not working into it, मैंने बोला sir, you ask your son, he is in 12th now. You ask your son to check with his friends, है ना, जो already उधर है. वहाँ से मुझे अच्छा idea दिया. So what I'm trying to do, inventory करो. What is inventory? Find the thorough research. Is it very important? देखो me and you are like which people? चलो sir, हर जगह ये research नहीं चलता कि नहीं चलता? Before going into school, before getting admission into a hospital, ये कभी किया है? And what is that? Mutual funds, na? Have you heard about seen the mutual funds investment ad? और कैसा आता है? Ad is very big, but that last line he or she says very quick. What is that last line? Wait, I'll ask Armay, tell me the last
Yes.
line.
So it is like check before investing, research thoroughly before investing.
But how do they
Invest at
say
your
it
own
earlier?
risk.
Mutual funds are subject to the market risk. Please read the documents carefully before investing it. Khatam. Why is he saying so fast? So that आप सुनें का. फिर हाई कोर्ट ने केस कर दिया उसको. अभी how do they read the same? Mutual funds are subjected to the market risk. Please read the document carefully. फिर हमारा 12th का बच्चा ने भी अपना क्वेश्चन पेपर के नीचे लिख कर आया. Question papers are subjected to my risk. Please correct the paper carefully before giving marks on it. ये क्यों लिखा? सर थोड़ा सा एग्जामिनर को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए लिख कर आया. What does it mean? Inventory karo. Is inventory very important? Yes. So in the first stage clear, just put a big dash and write ahead of this. Of inventory of resources likhna, sorry, of mat likhna. Across different regions of the country. Across different regions of the country. Put a full stop. One more. This is primarily done. One is spelling out of primarily. This is primarily done through. It's all there in the volume. I'm just giving it. If you do not, careful with the spelling. Surveying. Keep on putting commas in between the words. Mapping. Surveying. उधर है mapping, qualitative and quantitative. Estimation and measurement of resource. Straight away from the word. So underline all the punch words. Which are the words? Surveying, mapping, qualitative, quantitative, and last underline karna, estimation and measurement. You tell me all these words, you know the meaning? What is surveying? Is in Kharghar that sector, is this resource available? What is mapping? Draw a proper map. कौन सा direction में कितना है, कितना deep है ना, कितना latitude में वो मिलेगा, कितना longitude में आपको जाना पड़ेगा. That is mapping. And what is this quantitative and qualitative? How many tons of resources are there? What is quality? इसका A grade quality है क्या, B grade है या poor quality है? अच्छा, without digging, how will you get all this information? Or without mining, कैसे मिलेगा?
Sample testing.
What is it?
Sample testing.
One is sample. Second, nowadays we have the satellite imagery. How many of you know that Google Map? कभी देखा है? आप अपना एरिया को डालो, आपका बिल्डिंग पूरा दिखेगा. आपका विंडो में आपने कुछ कचरा वचरा डाला वो भी दिखेगा. वो नहीं दिखेगा. मतलब Google Maps and Google cameras are following you. What does it mean? Now the satellites are very, very powerful. They can track not only above the surface, but even below the surface. You know, when any ships get sunk, you know what is sunk? They send a radiation. What is that radiation called as? Discovery Channel ये सब देखो. Armay and Avanti, good knowledgeful people, guys. Which radiation they send it inside the water to find? It's called a sonar radiation, sonar.
Sonar.
And it not only travels, it hits and comes back and tell you where is deep. I don't know, you might be too young to understand MH370, a Malaysian flight, which took off from Kuala Lumpur to go to China.
It never reached there.
Almost 10 years have passed. Everyone wanted to find out where is this, and it is a Boeing plane. Boeing is very big, 747. I was right inside the flight. I was
So
right.
it was Boeing 737.
I'm so sorry. Very good. 737. It took off from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and radars were tracking. To certain distance, it flew, and in fact, it took a U-turn. After that, till date, the plane, the air hostess, the passenger, not even that black box. Actually, black box black and grey color. Black box is nothing but where the pilot is talking to the ground controller, everything gets recorded. Cockpit mein nahi rehta, wo alag jagah. Whatever he talks, that I'm taking off, I'm moving up, these are the troubles, and continuously he speaks. For example, if you're taking a flight from Mumbai and going to Abu Dhabi or Dubai, till Mumbai or till that border of India, he will be talking to the people from Mumbai. And when the flight shifts, they will be talking to Pakistan. Pakistan se bhi bolega, aap itna altitude mein, sab kuch udhar record hota hai. And then it is Afghanistan and then Dubai. They do not have any map up, right turn marne ka, left turn marne ka, U-turn maro, straight jao. And they are continuously talking to the ground control station. So nowadays satellites are so powerful, they can get you the images deep down the earth. Titanic, even today the site where it has sunk, people want to take it out. But they said it is years past. One, steel has jumped. Two, it is very difficult to pull it out, but still people are diving.
Sir, एक submarine भी तो करा है.
Might be in the triangle, is it? It's triangle.
ये ship देखने के लिए गई थी.
That also went. No, that was from Pakistan. Sorry to say. Last year he got that.
वो दो लोग चले गए.
Some, no, it blasted.
वो blast.
Nobody came alive.
Under
So we-
pressure.
Something like that. So why I'm giving all this information? Because here surveying, mapping is very, very important. And nowadays your mobile phones are the best way to track. आपको अगर अपना बच्चा को ढूंढने का उसको बोला अपना लोकेशन ऑन कर दे, आप उसको ट्रैक कर सकते हैं. पुलिस भी क्या? हाँ, वैसे करती है. And sorry to say, जितना ये अच्छा दिखता है, ये कभी-कभी उतना डेंजरस भी हो जाता है. Correct. Mumbai attack, when this came, Pakistan people, they shot at the police officer, the man who was inside that van. Out of 2-3 people, one, sorry to say, Havaldar was not dead. That is the time his father called and mobile BP ho gaya. Because the terrorists thought all are dead, but iska mobile bacha, 2 bullets on his head. Mobile ne game bacha diya, sorry to say. So we always believe the surveying is very, very important. For example, आपको बोलेगा sorry इतना impressive क्यों करा, but it is there. Because I don't know how you select your friend, but I select my friend very carefully. Why? I've selected him as my friend, her as my friend. He might be worst. Example. People who come and talk to me might think, अच्छा इसका दोस्त वो है क्या? तो ये भी वैसे ही रहे. She might be very naughty, but she is my very good friend. बोलेगा अच्छा ये उसके साथ रहता है, ये भी ऐसा बोलता है कि नहीं? Because in your own class you might have seen the scholar bachas are one group, है ना? The masti cores are in another group. और ये दोनों के बीच में भी कुछ group रहता है. किधर जाने का मतलब? Oh, there is another group. But some don't know what to do at all. So we always bring these minerals. What is this? This oil has to be done. I don't know how many of you know, but even I have done through a lot of research work. They say basement of Himalayas. Maybe next 10 or 15 years, India is going to get rich oil well that we get it from Saudi. Oh, ये सच है. अगर मिल गया तो फिर इंडिया तो शेख. इंडिया में भी शेख. हाँ, वो वाला शेख नहीं. अबू धाबी वाला शेख. You never know. For which what I'm doing, surveying and mapping. Is the first stage clear? Let us write second stage. Evolving a planning structure. Evolving, I'm also writing. Evolving a planning structure. Supported with, I'm not writing all the words, huh? Evolving a planning structure or supported by likhna. Don't write with. Suitable technology. Supported by a suitable technology. Sir, that not very clear. Suitable technology, skill, and institutional setup. I am not writing full words, huh? Institutional setup. Now let me see my good students explains me what is this. Can I? Avanti, I'm still unable to see you, dear. Why is this camera? Thoda sa, here comes my student. Every time it dips down, I can only see your forehead. Don't mind, huh?
Now can you see?
Now I can see, but after 10 minutes again the forehead only comes. Just hold it, that camera. Armya wants to add something. What is this, boy? Is it very good? Second stage.
It's difficult to understand, but
It's difficult to understand. Aber Avanti? Not so
Not-
much.
but
Anybody?
I could try. I
Wait,
understood
wait.
some part.
Oh, very good, very good. Anybody? Feel free, come on, speak up. Hey, kya hai? Not well. Sit straight. Now I have identified. Now I have surveyed. Now I have mapped. What is the second stage? Chutti ho gaya sir, main घर जाके सो जाऊँ.
Making a plan.
Very good. Look at that word. Evolving a planning structure. What that planning structure will include? Sorry, if he's supported by a suitable technology. Why technology is very important?
Can help us research more easily.
Very good. Feasibility matlab, is the technology cheaper? Automatically, whatever mineral I can earn profit. If technology was costlier and the resource was cheaper, is it worth wasted? What is the second word that I've written? Skill. I think this, you will tell me what a skill means. I mean, every student is gifted with so many skills. But then what happened? Only one skill I have developed, using the mobile phone. Hide it from my parents. Don't show it to the teacher. That same mobile can be very much used. What is that? The first thing when I was in US working, they told if you are having Facebook, connect the people who are your peers. Who are peers? I've
People who
connected
work with
with
you.
Steve Jobs. I've connected with Narayan Murthy. In my Instagram, I have Narendra Modi and Sachin Tendulkar as my prime friend. कुछ भी नरेंद्र मोदी आपका कैसा? हर रोज मैं मेरा दोस्त के साथ बैठता हूँ, फिर रात में जाके इंस्टा पे उसके साथ चैट करता हूँ. नेक्स्ट सुबह मैं उससे मिलूंगा. Use of Insta then. Those who are far away from you. Are you understanding? Those who can give you some knowledge. देखो whatever this Mr. Sachin nowadays does ना, first video मेरे पास आ जाता है. Before it comes in the news also. Does it mean? हाँ सचिन नहीं उसका एक टीम रहता है जो मैसेज भेजता है. Many times I have sent messages to Narendra Modi. Does he reply? He has an IT cell रहता है, उनको वो reply करते हैं. What does it mean? I am sharing my views with the Prime Minister of India. Am I not making the technology come best for me? Yes. Sir, मेरा friend है ना, वो building क्या है सर, वो ऐसा. मेरा friend है ना, वो जो building का third floor में, ये क्या है friend? वो तो हर रोज मिल रहा है ना तुझे. So even using your social sites is so important. Sorry to say, majority time I don't even keep DP as my face. ऐसा नहीं कि बहुत बड़ा ये है, मेरा है कुछ नहीं, but DP क्यों रखते हैं ना? बट हमारे बच्चे क्या करते हैं, ये वीडियो, ये पिक्चर्स, ये फोटो, बट मेनी a times it is what misuse. So why I'm saying use the technology carefully. I've attended certain cyber crime meeting and seminar with police people. When you punch your mobile with your this and with your camera, it is taken by the technology people. अभी अगर आपका फिंगरप्रिंट से फोन लॉक होता है, फेस से होता है, सोते समय मम्मी लेकर आएगी, तेरा फेस में दिखाएगी, लॉक हो गया सर, फिर मैंने एक नंबर लॉक में डाला, ऐसे हाँ तो ठीक है ना, फिंगरप्रिंट एनीबडी कैन प्रेस योर फिंगर एंड गेट इट. इनफैक्ट मैं तो आज तक मैंने कोई भी मोबाइल फोन का कोई भी ऐप को लॉक ही नहीं. तो these are taken by certain IT expert. So are they using the technology or misusing the technology? Misusing.
फिंगरप्रिंट से क्या करते
बहुत कुछ आपका बहुत सारा जो डिटेल्स है, जो फेस आपका फिंगरप्रिंट से लॉक करता है, पूरा वो आपको हैक कर सकता है. सब चीज नंबर लॉक तोड़ना बहुत आसान है. हमको तो उस दिन जो साइबर क्राइम वाला वो हमको सिखाया, आपका फोन दो, मैं अभी आपका नंबर लॉक तोड़ के दूं. साइबर लॉक, हाँ, that is they are trained for that. Okay, every time you take one new app, it asks you ना, allow the app to enable it. तो enable क्या करने बोलता है, आपका परमिशन मांग रहा है, आप enable करो, वो ऐप उधर इंस्टॉल नहीं होती, उधर ही आपका आधा इंफॉर्मेशन उसमें चाहिए.
अगर रूल्स पर लिखा रहता है कि
बस.
respect your rights.
हाँ, और बहुत बोल क्यों, प्राइवेसी है क्या अपना लाइफ, कुछ नहीं. गूगल कैमरा तो हमको 24/7 वॉच करता है. So we always believe this technology is the most sensitive thing which has entered into my life. Are we using it or misusing it? Use it, carefully use it. You never know what's going to happen with you. You never know what's the technology है. जितना टेक्नोलॉजी हाइब्रिड हो रहा है उतना ही उसका डेंजर भी है ना. पहला जो आपने बस 2G फोन था, उसमें किसी ने बोला डेटा चुरा लिया है ही क्या. फोन लेके जाएगा तो भाई बुला के लेकर आके दे देगा, सर ये फोन रख लेना आपका नीचे पर. So why I'm saying, when I'm saying the resource, the second stage, it is very important. Planning, आपका skill development होना जरूरी है. Do you think your skills have developed? अब लेकिन किसी ने मुझे ये टॉपिक पे बात ही नहीं किया सर. He is good in mathematics, a plus b the whole square or whatever, within no time, because we have something called as Vedic maths. ये बच्चों को दिया जाता है Vedic math, where 12 digit का कैलकुलेशन वो 2 सेकंड में करता है. क्यों? They have taught him the technology. They have developed that skill. I don't know how many people understand. Many people can do read your face. How? Skill है वो उसका. I can read the body language of the person. I can, looking at me, you are thinking what, that I also can understand, but I cannot peep into the brain because I have portions to finish. ये कैसे कर लिया? Skill है. So do you develop any of your special skills? आज तक तो कोई identify. Who will identify your skill? Who? You only. और कब identify करेगा? नहीं सर, किधर identify? स्कूल है, यूटी है, होमवर्क है, एंड बीच में आपका मोबाइल है, IPL है, सर फ्रेंड्स के साथ चैट करने का रहता है. Are you technologically flooded by so many things? Even you do 5 minutes of meditation or yoga, getting up early in the morning, that will trigger all the brains and the nerves which are connected to your brain. करते हैं हम लोग. फर्स्ट नींद से उठ के पहला 99.9% मोबाइल ढूंढेगा है ऐसा कोई? सो मोबाइल में टाइम देखने के लिए क्यों क्लॉक लगाना? So indirectly watched nowadays the smart watch. It is not smart watch. You have lose your smartness to the watch. कभी-कभी तो कुछ रहता नहीं है, उसका BP, SpO2, उसका ब्रीदिंग, सब कुछ जो स्मार्ट वॉच कंट्रोल करता है. Who is the slave? You are smart. Smart watch is making you the slave of that. पहला कुछ स्मार्ट वॉच था क्या? कभी-कभी स्मार्ट वॉच रॉन्ग भी रीड करता है, एंड वो देख के हमारा टेंशन में और बढ़ जाता है. I'm not saying that smart watches are not bad. It is good, but don't get addicted to it. What is that word addiction? बस आंख बंद करके उसी के पीछे. What is the word skill development? When I'm supplying with all the strategy, the first thing is technology, second thing is your skill. What is this second? उधर लिखना government support. Yeah, only government लिख. How is the government supporting your skill development?
Making institutions or making
Correct,
colleges
correct.
to train.
Institution is government directly or indirectly. Actually, बड़ा word है. You write government. Right. Avanti and Arme.
Yes.
Thank you. Avanti is checking why sir has come to know that I'm not writing it. It's okay, sir. Carry on. Third strategy or third stage. Matching the resource development with overall national development. Matching. I always call this as RD with ND. RD is resource development with that of the ND. What is ND? National development. Because I am purposely taking time to discuss this. If not, I could have taken you very quickly. Matching the resource development with that of national development. So look, this you tell me. I think this is so easy to understand. Armay will try.
Yes, sir.
I
Sir,
definitely
resource development means that developing like institutions are developing your resources, what you have. That you are you able to hear me, sir?
Okay, very good. Good attempt. Avanti wants to.
But
Nice.
Okay, how about you guys? Because I'm giving priority to my what do you call it? Online. Online people, you anytime feel that you are not with me.
No.
no, sir.
Thank you. Arme को लगता है ऐसा? क्या भाई क्या हो गया?
No, sir.
Because one thing I'll tell you, when you are doing something new, that new thing is going to affect you, benefit you, affect your parents, benefit them. आपने कभी सोचा है? नहीं ना सर, उतना टाइम नहीं रहता. I have gone through two stages. The last stage is very important. In fact, our stage be a third stage. Whatever resources I'm developing for you, is it matching with whose development? Very important. India is going to achieve 5 trillion economy. Now it has crossed 3 trillion. You know what is trillion? Huh? India from 11th position jumped to 5th position. India is fighting for that 4th and 3rd. Now we are starting a companies which only a country called Hong Kong had it. What is that? वो जो कंप्यूटर में हम लोग फिट करते हैं.
Semiconductor.
Very good. Semicon बोलता है, Semicon. And Hong Kong, America, Australia number 1. अब India उस रेस में घुस चुका है. For 100 years we can say India was only buying weapons. Last 2 years India is selling weapons. Pinaka, the missiles. और क्या है?
BrahMos.
Even America doesn't have BrahMos.
And Tejas as well. Tejas.
Our own fighter jet aeroplane. So what does it mean? India has matched what with what? RD with ND. What is ND? National development. आपको लगता रहेगा सर ये टाइम पे मैं कितना अच्छे से घर पे सो सकता हूँ ना? क्या सर maybe after 9 months, 10 months when you write your board exam and you get your results, then you'll remember. अरे यार, जो मैंने मेहनत डाला है ना वो अभी मुझे क्या आ रहा है? Return आ रहा है. So whatever resources has gone through these two stages must always match with whose? National का development होना चाहिए. I'm sitting and gossiping with my friend for last 2 weeks, last 2 hours. What is that gossip important? कुछ नहीं sir, 0. But then I was sitting with my friends and he taught me linear equations. आधा घंटा पढ़ाया सर, बहुत अच्छे समझा. Which is important for you? Linear equation. सर वो gossip भी important है. But 2 घंटा नहीं चाहिए सर, 10 मिनट में कर सकते हैं. So whatever you are doing, is it going to match with your own development? अगर वो match नहीं कर रहा तो is it good or bad? अभी तो हम good bad से बहुत दूर चले जाते हैं ना? हम तो हर रोज ऐसा क्राइम करते हैं, फिर जाके जीसस के सामने बोलते हैं, ओ लॉर्ड सेव मी, माय कन्फेशन ले लिया. लॉर्ड ने तो भगवान जो भी है. बार बार क्राइम कर रहा हूँ और बार बार भगवान से बोल रहा हूँ मुझे माफ कर दे, भगवान माफ करेगा मुझे? भगवान बोलेगा यार ये तो रेगुलर है. So I'm not saying you are doing a crime, but even wasting your valuable time is what? You are not going for which development? Your own development. So if government has spent crores of rupees here, it should match whose development? Nation's development. Is this stage very clear? Right, the last stage. I think there is one. Not last stage, I think is declared. Nahi, change the para. The above strategies. The above strategies. Any word, any spelling, please ask me. The above strategies are implemented in India through. This is the word. You have to write 5-year and annual plans. Economic planning model. And which plans? 5-year plans and annual plans. What did I say? The above strategy are implemented in India through 5-year and annual plan, which is borrowed from. Anybody? ये planning हम लोग ने कहाँ से borrow किया है? Let me see how many are good in geopolitics. Anybody knows the full form of this country?
Russia.
But ये तो है. Abhi no more. It's only Russia, not Russia. It's Russia. Union of Soviet Socialist Republic of Russia. Sir, और एक बार वो change हुआ. Union of Sovereign Socialist Republic of Russia. So it has broken into 15 countries in 1991. Now it's only Russia. So you can write from Russia. Don't write USSR. और अगर आपको USSR नहीं लिखना, you can write former Soviet Union. Learn all this, new things. Former Soviet Union. Former Soviet Union. Now read all these three and tell me. Like I've spent good deal of time so that you understand this and ask me any queries. You online people have got this volume?
No, sir.
You didn't? Why, dear?
Sir, I got.
Didn't get.
Why, dear? You didn't ask? You come for math and science lecture here?
Yes.
And check with them. It is available. I don't know. I didn't get my copy, but I think you guys have got it, na? When are you coming for math, Avanti?
You can't change from online to offline.
You can change. You want to? Where are you? You are in Kharghar only, na?
No, I'm in Nehru.
So you can change, na? I don't
No,
know.
I changed already because of some family issues. That's why.
What is it? Publish.
I changed already. I was in offline, but then I switched to.
But did I come to Nerul that time you were there? No.
Yeah.
I was there in Nerul and you were attended my lectures.
No, not your lectures. I attended maths and science.
You can check with them. I'm not very sure. Okay. Chalo. Let's move to the next topic. Write the heading. I'll only explain. Then we can write conservation of resources and write meaning. The next main heading is conservation of resources and write it is meaning. So shall we have a new exercise today? Let me see how you guys have took my lectures. Hey, before I say took my lectures, are you guys happy with the method? Any trouble? Any suggestions? Any complaints? How about my onliners?
No, sir.
No.
Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Any suggestions I always welcome. Majority suggestion says you don't ask us any questions. है ना? ठीक है, it's okay. I always share some fun and love with my students कि ऐसे ही रहना है. If you feel any suggestions, you are most welcome. So when I take you to the word conservation, they are looking at me as if I'm asking some masterly formula. Yeah, what is conservation according to you?
Saving.
Saving, very good. Then what is saving? Say conservation. Can you say?
Taking a part
Preserving
out of
it,
the whole. Taking a part
Yes,
of them, keeping it
very
for.
good. Taking a part. Avanti, bolo.
preserving it for future generations. Same as kind of like sustainable development.
You are not going to use, only future will use.
No, for us also, but then using it in a way that it can also be saved for the
Very
next.
good. देखो, I say very simple. मुझे एक स्टूडेंट ने बोला सर कंजर्वेशन मतलब उसको रखो देखते रहो यूज मत कंजर्व कर रहा हूँ ना मैं ये चलेगा नहीं चलेगा कंजर्व तो कर रहा हूँ सर यूज करो डोंट वेस्ट इट हाँ देखो हमारे घर में द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट यू एंड मी डू इज वेस्टिंग ऑफ वाटर रिसोर्सेज वी हैव अ चैप्टर एंड माय ओन मदर एंड ऐसे टैप बंद करो ना क्या प्रॉब्लम है लेक्चर इधर नहीं दिया स्कूल में दे दिया नहीं बंद करो बस खाना खा और सो जाओ इधर तेरा लेक्चर नहीं चलेगा what does it mean I am although theoretically impressing you with my lectures but practically am I but I do it when you wash the vegetables water don't throw out throw it to your plants huh itna certain people I've heard even that this one washing machine का जो water जो आउटलेट बाहर है उसको लेके आप अपना कार को वॉश करो हम अपना कार को कैसा वॉश करते हैं और टैप लगता है वो उठा के उसके ऊपर डाल देते हैं मारुति बेचारा पिछले 1 घंटे से स्नान कर रहा है कल उसको सर्दी भी हो जाए हाँ होगा नहीं इतना पानी तुमने उसको वेस्ट किया so when I say the word conservation is very simple judicious careful वो तो आप करते ही हैं but what you should not do it wastage do you think you and me are worried about wastage what is that life is very big sir enjoy it after life is very big then enjoy it कैसा वो लेबर लोग का काम करते हुए and आपका ऊपर बैठा है ऑफिस में and sir I am the peon in his office will you that's very sad because you have wasted your time so why in a country like India conservation is so important as you have already told me population is rapidly rising demands are rising resources are एक तरफ
Limited.
you get up and come out. You understand English, is it? And you also come out with your books. Why are you coming out means here? I'm asking him to allow him to come out. He understand my English in a bad way. Come with your books and sit here. Never you are sitting in that corner, yawning, sleeping. That's a jungle out there. Sitting. So we always believe conservation is important for which countries? Developing countries, underdeveloped countries. Don't you think the developed countries they don't conserve? They are the people who conserve max. Why? They have attained the development by what? Conserving the resources only. Write down the meaning. Refers to well planned, judicious, well planned, judicious, with minimum wastage of available scarce resources. With minimum wastage of available scarce resources. I've given 3-4 big words, but I'll give it in simple lines. Minimum wastage of scarce resources. Write one more line. Faster is the industrialization. Okay, while you are writing, don't sleep over the books, huh? That will only encourage you to sleep. Faster is the industrialization, rapid population growth leads to exploitation and wastage of resources. Leads to, what did I say? Exploitation and wastage of resources. The last sentence, hence. HENCE, hence. You write only capital C. What does capital C refers here? Very good. Conservation leads to a balanced development. Conservation leads to a balanced development of all the sectors in an economy. So balance development of all the sectors of our economy. That's it, done. So I'm going to read only, we'll only explain. Now you cannot write, almost 5 minutes left. So next time when you guys are going to meet me, I want everyone to learn all these notes and come. Okay, come on. I'll give the reading to Arme. You got the volume, is it?
Yes, sir.
Please read from page number 4. There is a heading called conservation. Read slowly, dear, everyone. Avanti, you just listen. I'll explain for you.
Okay.
Page number 4, right?
4, and there is a heading called conservation. Go ahead with that.
4.
Sir,
conservation, sir, which volume? 1 second.
Oh, my
It is
dear.
not open.
It's volume number 2, is it? Volume number 2.
Okay.
You wait. I'll allow her to read. You read. By the time you search, the time will go over.
Conservation is defined as the management of resources by humans. Conservation means judicious and planned use of natural resources. Resources are vital for any development activity. Irrational consumption and overutilization of resources may lead to socio-economic and
Underline that word, irrational and overutilization. What is irrational? Only one community using the resources. What is overutilization? Again and again using the same resources. Next point.
To overcome these problems, resource conservation at various levels is important.
Underline that word, various levels. See, what is various levels? Production ka various level. Go ahead.
According to Gandhiji, greedy and selfish individual and exploitative nature of modern technology.
It is exploitative nature. Come again.
Exploitative nature of modern technology were the root cause of resource depletion at the global level.
Oh, underline the word resource depletion. Come again, everyone.
Resource.
Is this everyone? Come on, everyone, repeat that word. Resource. Still, once again, resource. Synchronization. Go ahead.
He was against mass production and wanted to replace it by production by the masses. He expressed his concern about resource conservation in the following words. There is enough for everybody's needs and not for anybody's greed.
What a lovely line of Mahatma Gandhi. What is it? There is enough for everybody needs, but not enough for greed. What is greed? She said, what is greed? I want 2 apples out of 10. Okay, you have it. I want 1 more apple. I want all the 10 apples. What will the others do? 10 apples, all matlab, that is greed. Do you think all 10 apples I can digest at one go? 2 लिया, ठीक है, तेरा need था, अच्छा लगा, और एक भी ले. But then greed is what? Nobody should get it. I only will eat all. And that is what? Your greed. Very good reading. And now you find out, Armaya?
Yes, sir.
Read ahead. Land resources. Let me see how is he reading.
Land is an important natural resource. It supports natural vegetation, wildlife, human life, economic activities, and transport and communication systems. Land is an asset of a finite magnitude. Therefore, it is important to use the available land for various purposes with careful planning.
Underline that word, available land. Because land is fixed for various purposes. Underline that also. Go ahead.
India has a variety of relief features.
Hmm.
Mountains, 30% area, resources, source of perennial rivers, forests, wildlife, scenic beauty, ecology, tourism.
Hmm.
Plateaus, 27% areas, resources, mineral, forest, usable lands, fossil fuel. Plains, 43% area, resources, agriculture and industry.
And tell me out of this data, which one we have maximum in India? Plains. Are we using the plains to max? What is it? Alluvial plains we are using for agriculture. Plains we are using for residential. So this table, I want everyone to write in their notebook. Udhar hi likh lo homework in your volume. Yeah, Avanti, you have it in the textbook, I think, na, that same table. So you have to write this in your notebook. Okay, now you can close your books. Relax for 1 minute. You have any queries, anything about school, UT, you can have a word with me.
Sir, I did not understand this line.
Which line here?
That Gandhiji was against mass production and wanted to replace it by production by the mass.
देखो mass production और large scale production, but not only one person. Reliance क्या करता है? सब कुछ Reliance के अंदर आ जाता है ना? All people should get the production. Got it? चलो.
Production by the masses.
Masses.
का मतलब
only एक person पूरा mass के लिए नहीं बनाने. सबको उनको अपना अपना opportunity मिलना चाहिए. Hey guys, anybody have a doubt? Onliner. So it was nice meeting you. Second day, God bless you. I'll see you next week. Okay. So please read and come the notes, whatever I've given. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
See
sir.
you, Avanti, maybe Nerul. I'm coming on Monday to Nerul.
Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.